What's up guys, Mike here back with another Overwatch video. Today I'm going to give you guys my list of the best 5 heroes in Overwatch right now. This is my first tier list video for Overwatch and will be a new series on my channel. I will be releasing a new top 5 list anytime there's a meta shift or a new patch release, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any videos. Alright, enough blabbering and let's get on to the top 5 hero list. The number 5 spot goes to Zenyatta. The recent massive buffs have propelled Zenyatta back into the spotlight after a massive absence. In this double support meta, the general strategy is to pair up a more offensive support like Zenyatta or Ana alongside Lucio or Mercy. With Ana being a new hero and people still learning her, it's hard to gauge her current power level, but Zenyatta seems to be far superior right now. With Lucio and Mercy taking the role of main healer, Zenyatta is free to be much more aggressive and damage focused. Most competitive teams are pairing Zenyatta with Lucio because they work so well together. The double speed boost and massive shielding and healing make aggressive plays extremely easy to successfully execute. Zenyatta also provides his team one of the best utility abilities in the game, Discord Orb. Discord Orb is absolutely absurd right now. It increases damage by 50% on the marked target. Zenyatta can constantly throw a Discord Orb on the team's current enemy target, melting even the biggest of tanks. Not to mention, Zenyatta himself has really solid damage output since he doesn't have to spend a lot of time throwing out healing orbs. The low healing downtime allows Zenyatta to constantly pump out damage and pressure, further increasing his overall game impact. These recent Zenyatta buffs have really turned him into a powerhouse, and I expect him to be a staple of the meta for a while to come. And coming in at number 4 is Zaria. Zaria is an absolute monster right now and is easily the best tank in the game. Zaria fits in nearly every team composition, and her value has only risen with the changes to 1 hero limits, making an appearance in nearly every pro matchup right now. Her strength comes from her insane damage, high survivability, and massive team utility. Zaria's shields can be used to deny enemy flanks on your healers and allow your team to be far more aggressive. A shielded Reinhardt charging into the enemy team is really difficult to deal with when followed up properly. The enemy either hits Reinhardt and gives Zaria 50 increased damage for the upcoming fight, or tries to wait out the 2-second shield and Reinhardt beats their face in with his jet-powered hammer. 2 well-used barriers give Zaria 100% damage increase, letting her melt anything in sight. Also, with the recent buffs to D.Va, she's been seeing a lot more play, and guess who's amazing against D.Va? Zaria. Zaria's beam goes right through D.Va's defense matrix, allowing Zaria to melt D.Va out of mech with ease. Zaria's utility doesn't just stop with barrier shields. Zaria's best utility spell is obviously her ultimate, Graviton Surge. This ultimate facilitates so many amazing plays by sucking all the enemies into the black hole, allowing your teammates to easily combo with their ultimates for huge multi-kills. Zaria is the play of the game princess. Princess because she hardly ever gets those play of the games herself, but rather sets up the Reapers, the Pharahs, and the Genjis out there to get them. Zaria opens up so many options for a well-coordinated team, so it's hard to see her being excluded from any team composition. And the number 3 spot goes to Lucio. Lucio has become the clear top support pick in the meta right now. A lot of Lucio's power comes from the utility his speed boost provides. This huge movement speed advantage allows Lucio's team to push past choke points and swarm objectives. After getting a pick, speed boost allows your team to engage and capitalize on the 6v5 advantage with ease. Lucio's movement advantage does not stop with just speed boost. Lucio is the master objective contester, by wall riding high above or around objectives, surviving and stalling the enemy, all while giving his team AoE healing or speed. Fitting with the rest of his AoE kit, Lucio's ultimate is a massive defensive cooldown, allowing his team to survive through AoE wombo combos. Lucio truly shines on King of the Hill maps, but with the fall of Mercy after her ultimate charge nerfs, Lucio has taken over the main healing role on every map. Lucio is the only healer who can solo heal reliably without leaving his team lacking severely in one area. Lucio's only real weakness is poor tank healing. Even with Amp It Up, it takes a while to heal the tanks back up to full when they get low. With so much of Lucio's power coming from his utility and the limited number of support heroes being available right now, it's hard to imagine what would have to happen for Lucio to not remain a staple of the meta. Coming in at number 2 is McCree. He is back and better than ever. One of the current main roles in the game is the mid-range poke hero. This hero's role is to get damage down range, so when the enemy actually attacks, they will be weaker, or stalling the enemy as they have to heal up your poke damage. This medium range role has recently been filled by Widow, then after her nerfs McCree, then after his nerfs Soldier, and then after his nerfs again, and McCree's buffs, we're back to McCree. Outside of being the best at his role, McCree just does absurd damage. If you thought Hanzo spamming a choke point was bad, McCree is easily worse. You can almost close your eyes and hold down the left mouse button while shooting into a crowd and end up with at least a few headshots. And these headshots are no joke either, potentially dealing 140 damage a pop. McCree can even one-shot 200 health heroes if they have Discord on them by dealing 210 damage in just a single headshot. McCree can sit back with his healers just unloading damage downrange, all while protecting his healers with flashbang from possible flankers. McCree does really well against Tracer, Genji, and Reaper, preventing them from harassing his supports. And let's not forget, McCree still has High Noon, an ultimate ability with huge potential for kills. Also, since High Noon can be cancelled and refunds half of the ultimate charge, you can use it as a zoning tool to force the enemy to hide while your team takes advantage. McCree's in a great spot right now in terms of balance, so I think he'll be at the top for a while until the other mid-range heroes see some buffs. And the number one best hero in Overwatch right now is Genji. The Master Assassin Genji puts out constant pressure on the enemy backline, forcing the enemy to stay grouped tightly together or risk being picked off constantly. Genji's insane mobility allows him to move around the map with ease. Climbing walls and double jumping allows Genji to pressure enemies off of their high ground positions and take over key spots on maps for his team. The high skill floor for Genji serves as a barrier to entry for many people and skews their perception of Genji's current power level. When put in the right hands, Genji can be unleashed and easily carry his team to victory. Genji truly shines on offense and King of the Hill maps, but still works pretty well on defense. When on offense, Genji has a lot of space to work with, which allows Genji to sneak behind the enemy, drawing their attention and killing key targets. The constant close quarter fightings on King of the Hill maps increases the effectiveness of Genji's ultimate in Swift Strike greatly. Everyone being grouped up so tightly allows for easy resets on Swift Strike and multiple hit sword slashes. When not flanking and pressuring the enemy backline, Genji can still poke the enemy from range because the shurikens have no fall-off damage. This gives Genji more options when the enemy is able to deny his flanks consistently. With one ultimate, Genji can change the course of an entire game, and that is why he is the number one hero in Overwatch right now. And that is all for the video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and let me know in the comment section what your top 5 heroes list looks like right now. Also, make sure to subscribe for new Overwatch videos every day. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace!